1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Who we missing?
Sassy's another scene run.
Okay. What in the fuck is this? Apples?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Oh, no,
It's been there a couple days.
It's been there a couple days now, sir.
Okay. Here's the deal. You're not supposed to triple up, quadruple up, hop out on people. We literally just talked about this like within 48 hours. Anybody not aware of that? Are you all aware of that?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
well, I understand in a standard situation, yes, sir. But this was not a standard situation.
Mm-hmm.
From my understanding, we were in a civilian location of a courthouse where civilians were actively coming up to us or coming into the line of fire. The entirety of the group tried to get into 4 different vehicles and they were open fired upon. They had to fall back. We were in different vehicles. So we were holding out underneath the garage. Once yourself was lit up, I made the call, everybody, let's go to assist. The entire point of us being in a car was not to pop out or do anything like that. It was to reposition to a defensible location and check on units. The hop out happened because we were being actively chased down by helicopter, and the whole hop out was to shoot the helicopter and individuals to then get back in our vehicle and reposition. There was no hop out. There was no intent to be anything like that. It was for safety purposes, just to secure our officers' lives so we could reposition to a secure location away from civilians and them being injured.
Yeah, the reason we were caught up is whenever we exited out the backside of the courthouse, we immediately started getting fired at, and so everyone had to hop into one car because it was unsafe to go to the other car, and then we obviously couldn't go back to that car because it was still being watched.
Anybody else?
Just as we've already said, the SOP was broken. Obviously, things are situational. However, I can still understand that the SOP was broken at the end of the day, sir. I can take onus on that as the highest on scene and as the one that helped make and authorize the decision. Shouldn't have happened. You know, hindsight is 20/20, as we all know. Yeah, that's all, sir.
This is just terrible, terrible timing. Terrible timing. I could sympathize. However, I don't care. The SOP was broken. My job is to enforce them. All right? So, who here was in one of the 2 cars?
I was.
Every single one of us.
I'm just gonna
All
say
of
that.
us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I was there. Yes,
All
sir.
of
Every
us.
single one of you.
Yep.
All right? Who made the call to get in the 2 cars?
Myself, sir.
Just you?
No.
Well, we weren't.
Myself also.
We
Myself
were
also,
planning.
sir.
We're planning on getting into the 2 cars, so we would have been 3 cars. We would have planned on getting then, from the back. But as soon as we exited the courthouse, we started getting fired upon. So everyone hopped into my car, and we immediately had to leave. If I kicked them out of my car, they would have been dead, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I was highest on scene, though, sir. It is not one soul. Like, it's not anyone else. It's myself. I can take recognition of that.
Also, as well, sir, just to chime in, she did give me combat communication as well, so I had every reign of also keeping up everyone within those vehicles. So I hold just as much.
Shadow
value
Cowboy,
as
no,
she
we
does,
didn't.
and
We didn't raid the wrong
could have
place. I
changed the
checked the
situation,
address. We
so
raided the right place.
I
Don't do
myself
that.
also is equal to that.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Whoever is claiming to have made the order, you stay behind. Everybody else is going to receive a strike or an SOP violation, and you'll be leaving this room going back on duty. All right? That strike falls off after 30 days. If this is your third strike, super duper unfortunate for you, but I don't think anybody here has 3 strikes or 2 strikes. All right? Come up here, tell me your name, I'll strike it, and you can leave. If you wanted to lead us, sit down. Didn't you say that you was one of the leadership?
That's why I'm coming up here also. I'd like your judgment because she ordered me to be in line here, but she also gave me lead as well on scene. So I would like to hold myself
I just
accountable
want to know. Look, I ain't playing
Sir,
this
the
game.
decision was made by myself, and I'm standing by that.
I want to know who the fuck said get in the cars. We're leaving. That's what I want to know. There's 3 of you here. I want to know who did that.
Sir.
Made by you.
It was made by myself.
All right, Drip, get the fuck out of here.
Sure.
Not doing this I am Spartacus shit. Y'all get out of here.
1878, sir.
Black, you got 2.
Yes, sir.
Falls off tomorrow, actually, so you should be okay, actually.
Appreciate it, sir.
All right. Meadows. There's a reason I saved you for the last. You know what that is?
I do not, sir. Again, though, I accept any form of punishment, whatever that may be. I can understand what went wrong and how I could have stopped it. So.
I understand civilians were in danger. I do. I really do. I get that. And I get that it was a rough situation. However, if it breaks SOPs, we cannot do it. SOPs are there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They're there so we cannot do things that are detrimental to other people and to where we're not overly powerful, you know? So even though normally that would have been, yes, a good call for you and your officers, the fact that they chased you down and then you had to hop out with 7, 8 people, just absolutely, we just can't have it. We can't have it.
No, 100%. I agree.
Okay, you're fired.
All right.
I'm just
Maybe
playing. You're not fired.
No,
Shut
sir,
up, Meadows.
don't. Why would you
You're
do
not fired.
that? I actually thought I was getting fired.
No, you're not fired, but you are going to be suspended for 24, okay?
Okay, I really thought you were firing me, and I was going to cry, and then you were going to laugh that I cried. Because I know you would laugh.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do that, but I need...
No,
we
I
have
fucked
to.
up, sir.
We need people to really understand that we cannot do this. We cannot do it. Doesn't matter the circumstances. Doesn't matter the situation. It cannot happen. It does not.
100%.
If all your cars are blown up and on fire, and you got 1 left, well, it looks like all of you are fucking walking. You know what I'm saying? You cannot clown car. We cannot do it.
No, 100%. I've never done it before. I'm not trying to make excuses. It was just a shit situation. Things went out the window. Yeah. It's definitely a learning lesson for myself and all officers on scene, sir.
I expect it to never, ever happen again.
Never again, because I'm genuinely terrified of you, and I don't ever want this conversation to happen again.
Good.
That was horrible.
All right, clock out. We'll see you tomorrow. To be honest,
All
it
right.
might be a blessing in disguise. You might have died.
I
later
think
tonight
it
if I
might.
didn't.
I think it might be.
Have a good evening.